truly believe that this team could be potentially in jeopardy in general. I know Kyle believes they're going to squeak into the playoffs, but let me just read you their schedule.
Hold up. They will win the AFC West. They will win the
Are
AFC
you
West.
documenting that right now?
Yeah, I will.
You're guaranteeing that right now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
week
I'm
6.
glad you said that. Week 6 of the NFL season, you got the okay. That's fine. I'm glad you said that because this is the final point. Their schedule for the remainder of the season,
okay,
in order: Titans.
They'll win.
You think this defense is going to stop Derrick Henry? Are you out of your mind? They couldn't stop a cold.
They'll win.
Anyway, Giants, dub.
Yep.
Packers.
That might be a loss.
Raiders.
That'll be a win.
Cowboys.
That'll be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one. I think both teams could score 40 points in that game.
Broncos, Raiders, Chargers.
Okay, they'll beat the Broncos and they'll beat the Raiders.
Steelers, that's going to be a dub for them. You got Joey Burrow.
They'll win that.
And then you got the Broncos again.
Okay, so they finished the season at 12-5.
You're smoking, bro. You're out of your. You think they sweep the division for the rest of the year?
12-5, 11-6. That's how I see it.
You're out of your mind. There's no way that they're going to just roll through and just beat them with no competitiveness.
Okay, so let's take this point here. Let's say they lose to the Cowboys and they lose to the Packers. That puts them at 5 losses for the season.
Correct.
The only team that I think they're going to lose to potentially might be the Chargers. Outside of that, those are all winnable games.
I didn't say they weren't winnable, but it's not going to be like what it used to be where it was dub. Like, dude, this team sucks right now. Patrick Mahomes is keeping them alive, and he has double-digit turnovers already.
I said,
dude, this is tough.
I said 12-5 or 11-6. You can book that right now.
Okay, that's fine, guys. This is recorded. This is documented. We will come back. We save receipts on this show.
Oh yeah, but I think they'll be able to. I'm not going to say that they're going to be able to solve the defensive issues by and large. I think what they're going to be able to do is mitigate them. Because I think if they hold teams to 20, 25 points, that's the best thing they can have moving forward. If they're still giving up 30 points in the process in pretty much the majority of their games, yeah, it could be a real big problem. But yeah, outside of
these division games, when Kansas City was at their peak, were always tough fought. The Raiders, for God's sake, sucked 2-3 years ago, and they beat the Chiefs like twice. Like, the Raiders are a better team than they were the last couple of seasons. The Chargers are obviously a better team. The Broncos are a better team than they have been recently.
Stop with the Broncos. You need to stop with the Broncos. The Broncos suck.
Okay, hold on a second. They're not the worst team in the NFL, and you know it.
Did you watch that offense today against the Raiders?
They struggled. It happens.
They've been struggling.
But they're not scrubs. The point I'm trying to make is that defense is capable to create a turnover. For God's sakes, if the fucking football team was able to get 2 turnovers today, you think Patrick Surtain and Von Miller aren't going to 3? You think Patrick Surtain Jr. and Von Miller aren't going to get 1?
Okay, well, look at it like this. I remember in that Chargers game against the Chiefs, I think that the Chiefs had 3 turnovers in that game, and they lost by 6 points. They had 3 turnovers today and won by 18. So what I'm saying is that, yes, I mean, the issues that are on this team are clearly visible. I'm not saying that they don't exist. The fact of the matter is that somebody has got to shut down Patrick Mahomes. And despite the fact that he has been making turnovers this year, making a lot of them, he's been able to bounce back in a big way when basically shit's hitting the fan. And, granted, I know they're sitting at 3-3 right now, but guess what? The Chargers are 4-2. They're only 1 game behind the Chargers. And I don't have a lot of faith in the Raiders moving forward. I have no faith in the Broncos whatsoever. I just don't think that offense is going to be able to carry that team. And that's not to discredit Teddy. It's just they just don't do anything to excite me.
They get Judy back next week.
They have good players, but I don't know if it's enough.
I'm saying it's going to be a lot more difficult than you're giving it credit. You're like, dub. I don't necessarily know if all of that is consistent. They have 3 division games back to back to back.
Yeah, and there's a very good chance that they could win all 3 of those. Because it would really shock me if the Chargers beat them twice this year. It would shock me.
It would not shock me one bit. Not one.
But that's based off of the Chiefs struggling against Washington. I mean, we saw that game against the Ravens today. Like 6 points against Baltimore for the Chargers. 6 points.
That
That
was
might
their
have been
worst game of the year.
that might have been Justin Herbert's worst game of his career so far.
And he
I
still
mean,
almost had 300 yards passing.
but they scored 6
Oh,
points.
excuse me, almost 200. I think he had like 195 or something like that. But no, I see your point. I understand what you're saying.